Beneath the restless surface of the Atlantic Ocean, far from the reach of sunlight and above the silent abyss, there moves a hidden force both ancient and powerful. A river that flows not through valleys of earth, but across the very floor of the sea. This is no ordinary current, and its existence challenges our most basic assumptions about the boundaries between water and land, river and ocean. It is the Mediterranean outflow, an underwater river that stretches for thousands of miles, carving its own path through the deep, shaping the fate of entire ecosystems, and quietly steering the engine of global ocean circulation. Imagine a vast channel of water, denser and saltier than the ocean around it, spilling out from the narrow mouth of the Mediterranean Sea at Gibraltar. Here, the Mediterranean's waters, baked by relentless sun and enriched by the minerals of ancient continents, surge westward, plunging downward as they meet the cooler, fresher Atlantic. What follows is a spectacle invisible to the human eye, a torrent, more concentrated than any surface current, that hugs the seabed and begins an epic journey. This underwater river is not just a metaphor. It is a distinct physical phenomenon, a flow so dense that it resists mixing with the waters above, maintaining its integrity for thousands of miles as it snakes along the ocean floor. Scientists first glimpsed this remarkable river through the eyes of deep-diving submersibles and networks of sensors. What they found was startling. The Mediterranean outflow cuts a visible channel in the sediments, scouring a deep furrow that can be traced for hundreds of kilometers. Its path is marked by towering underwater dunes and sculpted valleys, shaped by currents strong enough to rival those of terrestrial rivers. Within its boundaries, the water is saltier, sometimes by as much as 10 times the surrounding Atlantic. And it moves at speeds that can exceed a meter per second, a relentless march westward into the heart of the deep. This river is not merely a physical oddity. Its presence creates a world within a world, supporting ecosystems utterly distinct from those in the waters above. Specialized life forms, microscopic plankton, hardy bacteria, and even larger creatures have evolved to thrive in the extreme salinity and unique chemistry of the Mediterranean outflow. Some of these species exist nowhere else on Earth, adapting to a life shaped by the relentless movement and the mineral-rich flow. Here, in the shadow of the underwater river, the boundaries of what we think possible are continually redrawn. Yet the influence of this hidden river extends far beyond its own banks. As it flows, the Mediterranean outflow acts as a silent architect of the Atlantic itself, altering temperatures, shifting chemical balances, and driving patterns of circulation that reach across entire continents. The outflow mixes, eventually, with the broader ocean, but not before transforming the nature of the deep waters. It plays a subtle but crucial role in the global conveyor belt of ocean currents, helping to regulate climate, nurture fisheries, and even influence the weather patterns that touch our lives on land. The mysteries of the Mediterranean outflow are still unfolding. Scientists now suspect that changes in its flow, driven by shifts in climate, sea level, and human activity, could have profound consequences for the entire Atlantic ecosystem. The river's path is mapped by sophisticated instruments, its chemical fingerprint tracked from the mouth of Gibraltar to the distant reaches off the coast of North America. Each discovery brings new questions. What creatures remain undiscovered in its shadowy depths? How does this hidden river interact with the vast power of the Gulf Stream and the cycles of the global ocean? And what secrets does it still hold, concealed beneath thousands of meters of water? In the deep, where sunlight cannot penetrate and human exploration has only just begun, the Mediterranean outflow reminds us of nature's capacity for wonder. It stands as proof that the ocean's secrets are not only vast, but deeply intertwined with the life of our planet. Every revelation invites us to look deeper, to question what we know, and to marvel at the impossible truths that still lie hidden in the last true wilderness on Earth.